Have you ever just wished that you had a simple system? Just a system to help you attract your ideal client, grow your business, and just make money consistently with something you love, which is your business. So I'm going to do a 3-series video on how to attract your ideal client with the right content and how to start making more money in your business, or even start a business and grow it. So if that is something you are interested in, keep watching. Well, hello, awesome entrepreneurs. I want to give you a simple system that I have used to help me build my brand and grow my business. And sometimes we just want a system. And I thought about that myself. If I could just get a system to help me grow my business, I can move forward. So today on this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tools and strategies that you can use for content. The second part of this series is going to be on email. And the third part of this series is going to be on building an attraction ladder and a conversion funnel. So it's going to be exciting. So I hope that you would subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And every time we do a video, you will be notified. And so on this channel, we give tips and tools and strategies to build your brand and grow your business with online marketing. So let's hop into the first video of this series. Now, I want to talk about content. And sometimes people are like, okay, Marsha, what kind of content do I post? Or what do I say? Or I don't know where to start. And I get it, right? Because I've had so many people say what to do. And they want to be on social media and they want to grow their business and they want to do a YouTube video like this or a podcast or whatever. And it all starts with content. And they're like, well, you're a writer and it comes easy to you. It does come easy to me. But I will tell you this, if you are wanting to grow your business and attract your ideal client, you too can do it with content. So let's talk about a few tips that you can do today to get started with saying, oh, okay, now I know what kind of content to post, or oh, I can do that, or oh, that's not difficult. So grab that pen and grab that paper and let's get ready. So let's talk about content. And when I say content, I'm saying it can be for your social media, whether it's LinkedIn or whether it's Facebook or Instagram, wherever you are, which I hope you're not everywhere on social media because that's too much. You don't need to be everywhere. You only need to build your brand, really, maybe I would say 2 sites. And then once you've done that, and like for 3 months, maybe 90 days, and you're like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm getting this going. Then if you like, you can add, because eventually you're going to grow and you're going to have a team. And we'll talk about that down the road. So 1 to 2 sites that you know where your ideal audience might be hanging out, because everybody's hanging out on social media. It's 4.6 billion people on social media. So pick your 1 to 2 sites. So if you have your pen and paper, write down your 1 to 2 sites. You might say, okay, number 1, my audience is here. Number 2, my audience is here. And write that down. Next thing that you want to do is you are getting ready to think about content. I like to say you want to pick what type of content your ideal audience would be interested in. We want your audience to say, that's me. We want your audience to say, yes, I needed that. We want your audience to say, this is great. We want them to love your content. And it doesn't need to be difficult and it doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be valuable to them. It needs to resonate with them. Your content needs to say to them, you are the solution with this content. And so I like 5 pillars of content that I use in my business to attract my ideal audience, to keep them engaged, to resonate with them. And these content pillars will work for your social media. They will work if you're doing a YouTube video, if you want to do a podcast, if you want to do a blog. And we know we have AI that helps us now with content. And I will do a video on that, and I will give you some information on that when I do a video on AI. But let's talk about these 5 pillars, okay? The first pillar that I like to use is called the education pillar. And I know you've probably heard of that. Well, we want to educate our ideal audience. We either want to give them some tips or some insights or some strategies and how to. How to is great for educational content. So if you have your pen and paper, you might be thinking, okay, what could I put on my social media, on my YouTube video, on my podcast, or, my article or blog? What kind of educational content can I use that's going to attract my ideal audience? It's going to get them to say, I love this. This really helped me. This really gave me an idea of what to do. That's how you want your education content to be. So it can be, for me, I'm a brand and online marketing strategist, okay? And I'm also a leadership coach and trainer. So my content, one piece could be how to build a brand and how to grow your business, because building a brand means you will grow your business. So let's say that's one of my pieces of how to or educational content. Now, I could just put 5 tips for that, or 3 tips. Right? Now, when we talk about AI, you can go to AI and you can even put a prompt in and ask AI, and you can put in the AI, give me 3 tips for how to grow your brand and how to grow your business. And you tell AI your audience. For my audience, for me, would be entrepreneurs, small business owners. And then you give it the tone and say, put it in the tone that's educational. And then AI will even give you ideas. Okay. We use AI for idea generator. We don't want to just copy and paste, right? We don't want to do plagiarism. So now you have, for this content, a few tips, how to educational content. So now you pull up, if you're going to be on LinkedIn, pull up your LinkedIn, put your image, because you always want to put an image. You can do an image free from Unsplash, or make it on Canva for free. Put your image there, put your how-to content, and maybe put a call to action at the bottom where maybe you want people to comment. You might say, which one of these tips resonate with you? And you're done. And then you can pull up your Facebook or your Instagram, put that there, and you're done. And that's your day one. And I love to say a 3-day-a-week content strategy is great for building your brand and building your business, right? So that's one content pillar. So I hope you got that on your notes and you're like, ooh, Marsha, this is good. That's what you want your people to say, okay? The second bucket that I like for content bucket is what I call the behind the scenes, okay? You want to make your brand humanize. You want to be you. You want to be authentic. You want people to resonate with you and like and trust and get to know you. So it's called behind the scenes. So an example of that I do sometimes, and if you know anything about me and you've been following me, you know I like hanging out at Starbucks because that's where I write and think and plan. And sometimes I hang out at other coffee houses here in Houston. Sometimes I hang out at the bookstore. I love nature. I love being outside. I love nature. Well, not right now. It's a little bit hot, but it helps me to think and come up with ideas. And so I might be sitting at a coffee house with my coffee and a book, a pen and paper, and I may just pull out my phone, take a picture of it. Take a picture of me at the coffee house, or take a picture of the coffee and the book. And then I'm going to put in the content what I'm doing. Just being me is called behind the scenes. And so my content may be first person. And I might say, I am having a planning day here at Starbucks, thinking and planning and strategizing for my business. And this is something I do. I enjoy having coffee and having my pen and paper because it helps me to come up with ideas. And then I may put something like, what can you do to come up with ideas? And what can you do for your audience to let them get to know the person behind the brand? So I call it behind the scenes content. And it's easy because you write it in first person, you write it from your voice, you're authentic as you. What happens? People connect with you. It used to be, and I've been teaching social media since 2015, like 8 years. It used to be you needed to be really businessy and jargony and long, and you needed to have all of these big words because you wanted to appear as the expert, and you still will. But now it's people want to connect with brands. They want to know that you're human. They want to know that you have their struggles, you have their challenges. You resonate with them. That's what people want to know. And I tell people, it's social media. Don't take the social out of social media. And so a third bucket would be either motivational or inspirational. People really like motivational quotes or inspirational quotes. A tip, you may find some motivational quotes from a book or from Google or whatever, and where you would post that motivational saying or inspirational saying, and you maybe tell what it means to you or motivate your audience or inspire them. You want to tell them to keep going, don't give up, follow your dreams. And so those type of posts, that type of content resonates very well with people. People want to be inspired. People want to be motivated. People want to hear somebody say, don't give up, keep your dream going, because they could be on the verge of stopping right before they getting ready to make it big. And here you come with a piece of motivational content. I've had people to say, and I post that on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, and I've had people to message me and say, I really needed to hear that. Isn't that a great feeling for a business owner to say, I really needed to hear that? And so this is the type of content. You can use this on a podcast. You can use this on your social media. You could turn this into some type of video or live. It just resonates with your audience. People today, everybody's online. You can grow your brand. You can grow your business with the right type of content. And so we talked about the educational content pillar. We talked about the behind the scenes content pillar and the motivational and inspirational content pillar. Now I have 2 more, okay? But for this video, I want to make sure that you get these 3 tips. You apply these 3 tips. I don't want to overwhelm you. And then you get that link in the description. We're going to have it scrolling across at MarshaLynnHudson.com. You can also go there, but you can get a link in the description for the full 5 pillars and the full video training. And you can watch it and listen to it anytime. So I gave you 3 today. You can get the link to the full training. It's only probably about 20 minutes. It won't even take you long, but it's going to give you all 5 content pillars, and you can play around with them and try them as you get ready for your social media or your podcast or your video. Maybe you're going to do a live, but content will grow your brand. It will grow your business. It will attract your ideal audience, and it will help you to make more money in your business. So I hope that these tips have been helpful. I hope that you will subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 and scrolling across here, and be sure and visit MarshaLynnHudson.com, because I have a lot of free resources there to help you build your brand, grow your business, and make more money. Until next time, don't forget, the secret sauce to your success is you.